Welcome back. There was a lot of good being done today in Sarasota.
The mayor's Feed the Hungry food drive is helping feed many people this Thanksgiving. ABC 7's Rick Adams is bringing us some of the highlights.
Well, this really is an amazing sight to see here at Ed Smith Stadium. Dozens of volunteers getting food ready for those in need. It's all part of the mayor's Feed the Hungry program. This food drive has been going on now for nearly 3 decades. For 15 of those years, Scott Beeler has been the man overseeing this operation. He tells us many tons of food will be given to the less fortunate this Thanksgiving, including 2,500 frozen turkeys. In addition to the food, they've handed out more than $100,000 in gift cards.
It's so gratifying. The people that come in and get the food are just so thankful. I mean, we have people in tears just to get a turkey and a box of food. It's just really great to know we're helping people at this time in the holidays.
Many volunteers were sorting out all the non-perishable food items Friday at Ed Smith Stadium. This is food that has been donated and collected for nearly 2 weeks. This food will then be taken to 25 agencies and food pantries to be handed out.
I do it because I love people, and I think it's just great to give back to your community wherever you live.
A lot of people are in dire straits these days for whatever reason, and this has to come in handy, especially at this time of the year.
The mayor's Feed the Hungry food drive is sponsored by all the mayors of Sarasota and Manatee counties. Even law enforcement is doing their part to collect food. Palmetto Mayor Shirley Groover Bryant says her city has been actively involved with this program for several years.
This just really gives an opportunity for so many people to work together, come together, and help the community as a whole.
And when all is said and done, 50 tons of food will be given out to folks in Sarasota and Manatee counties. Reporting from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Rick. And as the holiday season approaches, a lot of people on the Suncoast are looking to give, just like with this food drive, to those in need.
But when can helping actually hurt? Salvation Army officials say the top 3 issues facing homeless are sex dealers, drug dealers, and what's called toxic charity. That's the idea that handouts to the homeless can actually be harmful by providing short-term relief while creating long-term dependency. Still, some homeless people say they rely on those handouts and simply can't live without them.
What that does is it may meet an immediate need for the day. If someone wants to give someone a sandwich, it may meet an immediate need for that day. But what it doesn't address is the complex systems and issues and needs that person has to actually take them from homelessness to housed.
Tonight on ABC 7 at 7, we'll take a look at the impact those handouts can have on the homeless and what can be done instead to help.
Up north, unseasonably mild conditions of recent days will be bringing in some extra chilly weather this weekend. Freezing temperatures are expected in most of the northern plain states. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has that story.
Blizzard-like conditions whipping through and blanketing parts of the northern plains. Up to a foot of snow falling in Wyoming and Colorado. Much of it at rush hour.
It's a weird mix of like slush and snow.
Causing accident after accident and creating big delays at Denver International Airport.
We were delayed until 4, and then they canceled it and said that we'll have to wait till the morning.
The first major snowfall of the season leaving its mark before moving east.
It's overdue, so we were expecting it a long time ago, so we're pretty prepared for it.
Creating what for some is a welcomed winter wonderland in fall.
I love it, man. I love the cold weather. I don't like to be hot. So when it comes to snowing, yeah, I get out here and lay in the snow. Make me a snowman, put it on Facebook, you know, whatever I gotta do, but I enjoy the weather, man. I love it.
Fun for some, but still a serious concern, especially on the roadways, as the storm is blamed for several deaths in Colorado and Minnesota. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New York.
Thank you, Marcy.
Nothing like that expected here this weekend for some boat racing.
The World Championships for the Inglewood Beach Water Fest taking place this weekend. Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan is now joining us live from the kickoff party for Water Fest. He's been speaking to a few of the racers, and they are getting fired up, Bob.
You know, they've had all sorts of fests. Obviously, they had the Eco Fest, they've had the Paddle Fest, and now the Water Fest this weekend. And this is the block party, and I'll tell you what, you guys having a good time? Look at this guy here. He's having a good time. How are you?
Great time.
Hey, you guys enjoy yourselves. How you guys doing tonight?
We're having a great time.
Awesome.
We just did a story on all the nasty weather, and this young lady right here comes from where?
Minnesota.
Just got here, too.
Just got here today, and they're having a big snowstorm up north.
Yeah, we just reported on. How is it down here?
Lovely.
You guys enjoying the block party? You guys are from Northport, too, coming around there. I met some people from Port Charlotte. There's some people from Sweden here, for crying out loud. They're coming from all over the place to enjoy this great night tonight. I'll tell you what, get a look at this satellite imagery. There's no snow on it, okay? It looks nice, doesn't it? Looking fair skies all up and down the coast. Things are looking good. Enjoy the rest of the night. Appreciate you, girls. Thanks. Thank you very much. Looking at beautiful weather through this evening. We'll have much more on the forecast for the remainder of the weekend. There is a cold front headed our way, and that cold front is expected to bring some big changes come Sunday. In fact, we may see winds and seas a little too high to start things off on Sunday morning, as winds will switch around to the northwest and pick up around 20 knots or so. And as far as the night goes tonight, it's perfect. It's perfect out here, isn't it? Yeah. Just like you. Come on in here. All right, you guys, back to you. Having a good time here. Block party here at Inglewood. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. President-elect Donald Trump has named several outspoken allies to high-level posts in his administration. Alabama Senator Jeff Sessions is the first member of Trump's cabinet to be named. 22 years ago, Sessions was blocked from becoming a federal judge because of what colleagues called racist comments. Now he stands to become Attorney General. Lieutenant General Michael Flynn has tweeted that a fear of Muslims is rational, and now he'll be Trump's national security advisor. And Kansas Congressman Mike Pompeo has been selected to be the next CIA director. As a member of the House Intelligence Committee, Pompeo supports the controversial NSA surveillance programs.
President-elect, he is a man of action. We've got a great number of men and women, great qualifications, come forward to serve this new administration, and I'm just humbled to be a part of it.
Also on tap for President-elect Trump, a meeting with the 2012 GOP presidential nominee Mitt Romney. During the 2016 campaign, Romney and Trump were very critical of each other, Trump calling Romney a failure and Romney calling Trump a fraud. There has been no confirmation yet that Romney is being offered a cabinet post.
Across the pond, a few royal upgrades will be taking place at the home of Queen Elizabeth. The British government is spending $458 million to upgrade Buckingham Palace. New pipes and wires will be installed to reduce the risk of fire and flood damage. The visitor access to the palace will also be improved. Those are just a few of the projects on the list. The palace has 775 rooms. Construction is expected to start in April, and it will take about 10 years to complete. Queen Elizabeth will stay there as improvements are being made. What do you do with 775 rooms? What goes in those rooms?
Well, we know there's plenty for the Queen to stay in when they're working on the other rooms. She
Plenty
can just
of
pick
space,
one.
that's true.
A Sarasota-based clinic is celebrating 25 years of service.
How they're using the arts to bring awareness to those living with HIV and AIDS. That story is coming up in Health News.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter mile north of University Parkway.
This holiday season, give the greatest gifts of all, safety and peace of mind. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And now during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
CAN, or Community AIDS Network, celebrates its 25th year in Sarasota with a musical world premiere that addresses the complexities of HIV and AIDS. ABC 7's Alex Redmond joins us with more on CAN's growing presence in Florida and the Canada for CAN. Alex.
Thank you, Haley. CAN started in a tiny building on East Street in Sarasota. Now 25 clinics strong, they're helping thousands with HIV and AIDS right here in Florida.
I am one of the ladies who launch. I live on a key.
Well, when I sang the lyrics about an actual woman from one of our keys right here on the Florida coastline, and the difficulty she had once she knew she had AIDS, that she would come into CAN wearing her Jackie O sunglasses in fear of being seen.
The world premiere of Cantata for CAN addresses stigma, hardship, and tragedy of HIV and AIDS.
She would park far away, and she would come into the building, and she would be treated for whatever she needed to be treated for. It just touched my soul.
International opera singer Carol Sparrow and husband tenor Randolph Luck perform at the Community AIDS Network's 25th anniversary celebration.
This piece of music was written by a world-famous opera composer who's just moved to Sarasota. His name is Thomas Passacherry.
Scott George, CAN's Director of Community Development, wrote Cantata for CAN's lyrics.
There's a heartbreaking story about an Iraqi war veteran with AIDS, and all he has left is his dog, Sam. These vignettes or songs are actually real stories of our clients.
CAN's president and CEO Richard Carlisle explains the need for CAN's growth.
We started with one clinic and we are 25 clinics now in locations all over Florida, and we have 10,000 patients in our network.
People are living longer with the virus, says Carlisle, but bringing numbers of newly diagnosed HIV cases down is paramount.
But what really is happening is the spread of HIV is an epidemic, and in particular amongst our youth and over 55 population.
Words of the cantatas start with 30 years, no cure for AIDS. Carlisle also has a strong message.
And we will do more. We will be in more locations and take care of more patients in the future.
Not since the breakout Broadway musical Rent has the topic of HIV and AIDS been addressed with a full body of musical work. And CAN hopes this raises more awareness of the growing number of HIV cases here on the Suncoast and throughout the state of Florida. Back to you, Haley.
All right, thank you, Alex. Now we're going to head back out to Bob. He's joining us live from Inglewood Beach Water Fest, where all the festivities are getting underway. Bob.
You talk about a block party, Haley. It is happening right here. This place is shoulder to shoulder right here on Dearborn Street in Inglewood for the 2016 Inglewood Beach Waterfest, and here's the guy that started it all here, Ray LaBeatty. Ray, who's on the board of directors. Ray, good turnout tonight.
Awesome turnout. Couldn't ask for a better evening. Beautiful night. All the boats are here. There's 40-plus boats on Dearborn. Look at all the crowd. There's thousands of people down here.
And you mentioned 40 boats. There's so many boats. You guys are actually moving the race up a little bit on Saturday, right?
We had to move it up to 11 o'clock to fit them all in. Yep.
And people can still come up here and buy tickets at beach, or at the beach, right?
Oh, sure. Tickets, T-shirts, all kinds of good stuff. And you have the shuttle bus. Everything's getting shuttled in.
And you got to be happy with the turnout tonight and the success of this particular event, considering the weather here. It's absolutely outstanding.
It sure is. And the crowd just been down the beach the last couple of days watching us set up. There's just people all over the place. They're enjoying the boats. These guys are real personable. They love to meet you and sign autographs.
I really love the boats, too. I talked to the guys of the Batman boat right there from St. Louis. A great guy there, Dan. That's what's nice, too. You get them personal, up close and personal with the boats and the drivers and the throttlemen.
And they love Englewood. They say it's the best viewing on the whole circuit is Englewood Beach because the families get to watch. They usually don't get to watch the races, so the teams get out there and you get to watch everybody compete.
Great venue. Thank you very much for taking time. I know you're a busy man tonight. We'll see you over the weekend, all right? I'll tell you what, get a look at the skies right now, taking a look at Tower Cam. We are looking at Lakewood Ranch, just a few clouds around. And these are fair weather cumulus clouds. Someone said, is it raining? No, it's not raining. There's not a chance of that happening. Someone may have thrown their drink somewhere. I don't know if it's coming from the sky or what, but a beautiful day out there. Look at this. As far as the water vapor loop goes, very dry conditions in the area right now. Dry conditions across the region. Currently, we have clear skies, a few fair weather cumulus clouds, 77 degrees, and the dew point is at 60. Winds out of the west-northwest at 12, and the pressure at 30-14, which is high, and it continues to hold steady right now. The high temperature today, well, it did warm above average at 84. The low, again, this morning, it was nice, 59, which is fairly average for this time of year. And we are anticipating more of the same tomorrow. Then the temperatures will drop considerably on Sunday. No rainfall to report. We could use a little bit of rain. We're not going to see much with this front as it moves through late Saturday. More rain to the north of us. And we are anticipating some much cooler air settling southward. As far as the temperatures go around town, mid to upper 70s, low 70s right near the beaches. As we move down the coast, you can see temperatures again in Sarasota, out on Siesta at 76 degrees. And in Inglewood, it's 73 or 74 degrees right now. 75 in Northport. A lot of folks from Inglewood, Port Charlotte, and Northport down here for tonight. The hourly forecast looks absolutely outstanding tomorrow. We'll see high temperatures warming into the low 80s all the way through the afternoon with no threat of any rainfall tomorrow. The wind forecast will stay rather light. The winds are kind of a concern on Sunday. The boaters like a little bit of a chop out there, but it may be a little too much in the morning. It will subside somewhat, but it's hard for the waters to kind of calm down. Let's go to the forecast maps now and show you what's happening in terms of the boating forecast. We are looking at basically winds out of the northeast tomorrow, turning to the northwest at 5 to 10 knots. A light chop out there, seas running 2 feet. And as far as the water temperature, 73 degrees, not bad. And the tides upcoming for Sarasota Bay look like this. If we take a look at the tides for Sarasota Bay, low tide will be at 6:39 or 8:39, and sunset just occurred. Sunrise will be at 6:54. Tonight, fair, and I'll tell you what, the extended forecast looks great. Temperatures on the cool side Sunday and Monday, but not too bad. Well, I had a chance to get out with Captain Johnny and one of his granddaughters and had a great time fishing just a couple of days ago. Here's more. Meet Emily, or M for short, a graduate from Sarasota Military Academy and recently basic training for the United States military. Getting instructions from her drill sergeant, or captain that is, she chums up the greenbacks and even catches the bigger bait.
Gotta have the big bait to catch the big fish.
Heading offshore, we find a few other boats trolling for kings, which are now back here along the Suncoast. Em is getting one last fishing trip in with her grandpa.
My granddaughter that's in the Air Force is getting ready to go overseas.
She's heading to Europe the day after Thanksgiving, and she's thankful to be spending some quality time with her grandpa.
Oh, of course, it's a big one.
And a big one it was.
Okay. Cook, bringing it in. Look at that. That's a big old Spanish mackerel. Wow.
We were also trolling for kings when Gabe, reeling in this half-eaten mac, gets slammed.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, he got it.
After about 15 minutes of battling this huge fish, we finally see this massive fish finally hit the surface, and then Johnny carefully grabs the fish and brings it in.
I'm going to say 60 pounds or better.
Right. After a photo moment, it was back to the sea for this guy. As Gabe was trying to catch up with his own, you couldn't stop him. You could only hope to contain him.
Way to go. Huh. What a way to end the day. Catching Spanny Max, kingfish, and big old barracuda. I'm going to miss my granddaughter Emily while she's gone, but she's doing a good thing being in the Air Force. Hey, remember, take a kid fishing, because someday they may take you.
Emily, a great girl right there, going to the Air Force, going to Italy, actually, just a day after Thanksgiving. Bruce Bernardo, right?
Bruce Bernardo.
Bruce Bernardo, he's an angler here since 1956 in Englewood. What do you think of this town tonight?
It is crowded. I'm surprised at this turnout.
Yeah, it's a great turnout.
Englewood can be proud of this boat race, Waterfest.
You've done a lot of fishing down here, too. Some good fishing here on these waters.
We've been fishing here since 1956, Bob, and we were avid tarpon fishermen years ago when Sarasota County sponsored the annual tarpon tournament.
Right. I appreciate it, Bruce Bernardo. Appreciate all your time. Thank you very much. We've got to wrap it up, and a good fishing to you in the future. Thank you very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. Sarasota, there is a crash being reported I-75 at exit 207. That is at Bee Ridge Road. Both sides of I-75 are still at a standstill. We'll be right back.
Stay with us.
Alex Karras Lincoln's holiday sales event is here. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $269 per month, or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Sometimes, when the course is difficult and you might take a step where you could fall, it's important to trust and ask for help. That's one of the most important things we learned at Tidewell's Teen Grief Retreat. On your grief journey, there are going to be difficult parts, but you have to trust in yourself and your support systems and know there are people around who will help you make it through. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
Why wait until the turkey has left you feeling tired? The Black Friday sales event has already started at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Ram trucks are built tough enough to help you conquer whatever the day may throw your way with all the technology and comfort you'd find in a luxury vehicle. Right now, get over 20% off. That's up to $15,000 off a new Ram 1500. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
We'll be right back with more news and your weekend forecast.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.